Hey guys, today I'm going to be sharing with you my fiance and I's fried chicken Laab. If you don't know what Laab is, it is a meat salad that originated from Laos. It is the unofficial national dish of Laos. However, some parts of Thailand have picked up the dish as well. It is a well-known dish in the Asian culture. And if you see it on the menu, you might see it as Larb, which is L-A-R-B, but it's the same thing. Here's what you'll need. First, we're going to start off with prepping the herbs. This is called a Vietnamese coriander or Vietnamese mint. You should be able to find this at your local Asian grocery store, but if you can't, then don't worry, you don't need to include this. However, it would be great with it. Take your coriander bundle and give it a good rinse. There's a lot of dirt, so make sure you get all the dirt off. I usually rinse it 5 to 6 times. Once you're done, transfer it to a tray. Next is the mint leaves. You should be able to find this at any grocery store. They add a nice, refreshing taste to the salad. And give them a good rinse as well. A word of discretion, when I filmed this video, I was making a big batch for an event. That's why you'll see double the ingredients. But don't worry, if you're just making a small batch, then just cut the ingredients down in half. What I have listed for the herbs though are usually enough for a serving size of 4 to 5. Okay, now that those are all rinsed, here comes the tedious part. But trust me, it'll all be worth it later. What we're gonna do now is pick off each and every leaf from the stem. This is a long process, especially if you're the only one doing it and if you have a lot to pick. We don't want the stem, just the pretty leaves. Because I was doing a big batch, I had my handy fiancé help me. Thanks, fiancé. If you do it with someone, it usually isn't that bad because you get a chit chat while picking leaves. Doesn't that sound fun? I can just smell the mint leaves. I think the herbs are my favorite part of this dish. It gives a nice, healthy, refreshing taste. Now next is the cilantro. Give it a good rinse and chop it into thick pieces, about 1 inch thick. Now I know some people are not a fan of cilantro, so you can sub it for parsley or Thai basil, but I highly recommend cilantro. Okay, next is green onions. Cut off the ends and give it a good rinse. Now, unlike the cilantro, we are going to cut the green onions into smaller pieces, which is perfect for mixing. I know my shirt changed, and no, it's not a different day, but I changed shirts because we were starting to fry the chicken and I didn't want my Pokemon shirt to smell like chicken or oil. Okay, moving on to the lemongrass. This is how it looks like for those who have never seen them before. And I'm pretty sure you can find them nowadays in your regular grocery store, but if not, you can always go to the Asian store. What you want to do is cut off the ends. Now, I freeze my lemongrass, so that's why it's kind of hard for me to cut off the ends. Alright, so then after that, you want to thinly cut your lemongrass at an angle. Try to get it as thin as you can. Then after, mince them. Until they look like this. Okay, now on to the spicy stuff. Take your peppers, cut off the ends, and put them into your food processor or chopper. Now if you don't have a food processor or chopper, you can cut your peppers finely with a knife. I do have a video showing how to do that, and I will leave a link to it up top and down below. We don't want the peppers to be too fine, so just give it a couple pushes. Leave some big chunks in. Okay, then we're done with the herbs. Moving on to the chicken. So I've already cleaned and lightly marinated the chicken with a little bit of salt, and that's what you'll want to do beforehand. Then you want to deep fry your chicken until golden brown and fully cooked. No batter needed. Once your chicken is all done, you're ready to mix everything together. Now here's a shot of all the ingredients we are going to mix together. If you think about it, this really isn't a hard dish to make. It's just a little time consuming. Now this next part here, I want to say it is mixed to your taste and your liking. Meaning it's hard to give measurements because everyone's taste is so different. You may like more of something else or less of something else, so it's totally up to you on how much of everything you want to put in, but I'll help you out a little bit. Put your fried chicken into a big mixing bowl. Start with the powders. Now this Larb Untitled powder, you should be able to find it at an Asian store. If not, then there's a link down below of where you can get it. Again, put as much as you want. I recommend adding a little at a time for everything until it's to your liking. Taste the powder too to see how it tastes. This one is a little tangy and spicy. Next, add the rice powder, which can also be found at an Asian store. This adds a nutty, smoky flavor to the Larb. I'll leave links down below of where you can find all these products. Give it a good mix. Next is the lemongrass. Add as much as you want or a little at a time. Then add your peppers to spice things up. Then add some seasoning sauce. And a little squeeze of lime. Give that a good mix. And once you're satisfied with the taste, then add your green onions and cilantro. Doesn't that look amazing already? Alright, so let's mix that up. And then finally, let's add in the mint leaves and the Vietnamese coriander. I usually like to add a ton of mint leaves and a ton of Vietnamese coriander, but that's just my preference. Then you're all done. I can't wait to see you guys recreate this. If you do, remember to tag me on Instagram and Facebook. Good luck, you guys!